Hello, friend. Over 1,986 private bison ranches now supply a booming leather trade. But what really happens inside the vast factory that turns wild-sourced hides into premium goods? The truth might shock you. A 1,000-pound bull who spent 15 years fierce clashes on the steppe just showed up for his spar appointment in South Dakota. And he's not leaving the same way he came in. We start at 4 a.m. because that's when the fresh truck rolls in. The driver hops out, lights a cigarette and says, "Morning, boys. Got you a load of ex-boyfriends." "300 hides are still dripping, still warm, still smelling like they're mad about it." One guy slaps a hide and it literally sloshes. Another yells, "Quit flirting! Get them inside before they cool off and stiffen up worse than my father-in-law." Step 1. The hot tub nobody wants an invite to. They dump the hides in 50-degree salt water for 24 hours. Imagine the world's biggest pickle jar, except the pickles are angry and used to have horns. Then comes the Unhairing drum. This thing is 20 feet across and looks like a cement mixer that ate too many steroids. "80 hides go in looking like woolly mammoths, come out bald as Uncle Larry after chemo." "40 pounds of fur per hide slides down a chute. That fur ends up in $1,200 0-cent parkas that some guy in Manhattan wears to walk his teacup poodle. Yeah, your bison beard is now keeping a dog warm in Soho. Next stop, the lime pit. 8 hours swimming in chemistry that would make a swimming pool blush. The hides come out looking like they spent spring break in Cancun, all swollen and pale. The operator calls it the Botox stage. Now the real circus begins, chrome tanning. 48 hours in giant wooden drums that sound like a nightclub for giants. The leather turns this weird smurf blue color, officially called wet blue. The floor guy looks at it and deadpans, "Don't worry, it gets worse before it gets better." Then they shave it. The machine with a blade longer than a city bus skims off microscopic layers until every hide is exactly the same thickness. $1 millimeter off and you've just turned a $400 0-cents hide into a $12 0-cents dog chew. The operator says the machine cost more than his house and his ex-wife's new boyfriend's truck combined. Here's where it gets personal. They feed the leather into the vacuum staking machine, basically a medieval torture device with better PR. It yanks the hide in 8 directions at once. The sound is pure violence. Hundreds of sharp, dry cracks echoing through the building like a string of gunshots made of bone. In 30 seconds, you'll hear over 300 pops, each one the leather finally giving up and relaxing into something soft. the floor vibrates under your boots. And every man in the room stops what he's doing just to listen, because that sound means another 1,000-pound bull just turned into something you can fold and put in your back pocket. One hide has a jagged 4-inch scar right across the shoulder blade. Old war wounds. Watch that scar, don't lose it. They dye it next. The drum opens and the leather comes out the color of a $12.00 whiskey. Neat. They oil it, stretch it again, then toss it in a drying room the size of an aeroplane hangar, set to exactly 104 degrees and 40% humidity. The foreman calls it the world's most expensive jerky. Minutes under the buffing wheels, thousands of revolutions per minute, a relentless high-pitched roar that fills the entire finishing bay. Dust and heat swirl in the air, then the wheels lift away. What comes off the line now is almost unrecognizable. Deep, even color, a subtle pebbled grain that catches the light in a hand so supple it collapses the moment you pick it up. The same hide that arrived stiff and ice cold at 4 in the morning has been transformed into what many consider the finest leather produced in North America. Strong enough to turn a blade, yet soft enough to crease like cloth. Every scar, every brand, every story from the prairie is still there, just locked forever under a mirror-smooth surface that took 7 days, a dozen separate machines, and 40 years of know-how to create. Same scar, same hide, now stitched into an $1,800 0 cents briefcase sitting on Italian marble in Dallas. A salesman runs his thumb across it and whispers, "You can feel the story." Yeah, buddy, you really can. One pallet rolls by, 400 finished hides, worth north of $1.5 million. The forklift driver honks twice, like he's picking up his kid from soccer practice. What few people realize is that the revenue-preserving nearly 500,000 acres of native prairie now flows from some of the most specialized corners of American craftsmanship. Bison rawhide stretched into drumheads for the world's finest concert percussion. Hand-laced ceremonial drums used in Lakota and Northern Plains powwows. And the thin, ultra-tough wraps on limited edition baseball bats trusted by major league hitters. The same hides that entered this factory raw and bleeding are, in the end, the economic lifeline that keeps vast tracts of grassland intact. Where a drum circle gathers today on the Pine Ridge Reservation, or where a stadium crowd hears the crack of a bat on opening day, there is still open prairie beneath their feet, and bison still on the horizon, because a market exists for leather that refuses to be ordinary. So next time you hear a deep, thunderous drumbeat rolling across a stadium or a powwow ground, just remember, somewhere out there, a herd is grazing a little fatter because somebody wanted a drum that sounds like the heartbeat of the plains. That's the whole ridiculous, brutal, beautiful circle. No judgment here, guys. Knowing every single detail we just showed you, would you still buy it? Best answer gets pinned. What kind of process or content should we learn next time? Would you mind suggesting us in the comments? Leave your thoughts and we will prepare some interesting feasts for you.